afternoon for baseball in Cleveland. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. From the shores of Lake Erie, MLB The Show is proud to welcome you to the fine city of Cleveland, Ohio. Progressive Field, the site for this afternoon edition of Major League Baseball. Today, it is time for Game 1, the opener of this rivalry showdown, as it'll be the Atlanta Braves taking on the Cleveland Indians. And hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here as we get set for a good rivalry series matchup here this evening. We'll hear from Dave Campbell and Eric Karros as we go forward. Now a look at the starting lineup, and you see it on your screen. And there's a look at the starter this lineup will match up against as you take a look at his line on the right side of your screen. Defensively, Dave, the Indians will line up this way. Grissom will head for the boxes. We are just about ready to get things going today.
Number 9.
And we are officially underway from Cleveland as the pitch. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And now that one will hop over the wall for an automatic double.
And it's worth noting here that not all warning tracks are alike. Some have softer dirt like an infield, and others are like a running track at your local high school. This ball just springboards right up and over the outfield wall.
Number 19 will step in now.
Number 19.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. From the belt, the pitch. And he swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Chipper Jones will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Working the inside part of the plate that time. Pitchers love it when you go after those.
Fred McGriff will stand in.
First baseman, Fred McGriff.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Swinging a soft liner out toward left center. And that is going to be a base hit that chases home our first run as the Braves take a 1-0 lead.
You'll see this again. This pitch bunches him up, and he kind of jams himself here, but he manages to get the barrel of the bat in front of it, and he drives home that run from third.
David Justice will get his first opportunity now.
Justice.
there for strike one. Swinging a high chopper towards first. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Braves lead it 1-0. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Indians here as put forth by manager Manny Acta. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Now a quick look at how the Braves will align themselves behind him. Kenny Lofton will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Comes with the cutter, but this is hit high in the air out to left field. Number 19 moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Omar Vizquel will be the batter. Here's the first pitch to him. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Carlos Baerga will take his cuts now. Grounded to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. The Braves on top, 1-0. Ryan Klesko leads things off now in the top half of the second. And here's one that missed. Fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away. Javier Lopez will dig in here. Split finger. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting him with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
Number 20 will stand in now. Switch hitter batting from the left side here. Starts him out with a fastball too low. Now a swing and an easy fly ball out toward right center. Ramirez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Down in order go the Braves. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Albert Bell will start things off in the bottom of the second. Below the knee. On the ground towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Eddie Murray will be the batter. Here's the first offering. Now the 2-0 is hit the other way down the line to third. On to first, and there are 2 down. Jim Thome will stand in for the first time here. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We've played 2 full. It's the Braves 1 and the Indians nothing. Rafael Belliard is ready to go here as we begin the third. Tie him up in proverbial knots there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Grissom will try again here. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. Now here's the first pitch. Full count offering on its way. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, it took him a few batters to get it going in the first. But after that first inning run, he's come back to retire the next 6 in a row.
Number 19 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that missed. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0. Manny Ramirez makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Toward the gap in left center, and there's a base hit, the first one of the ball game for the Indians.
Well, I don't imagine that's what he had in mind here to begin his 3rd inning of work, but nevertheless, his first pitch gets turned around into a leadoff single, so he'll have to move into the stretch right off the bat.
Number 11 will take his first cuts of the ball game here. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Just what the doctor ordered here, a quick little 4-6-3, and a nice job by the shortstop of coming through the bag to turn it.
Sandy Alomar steps in now. Got him lunging that time as he pushes one on the ground to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 3 innings complete. It's the Braves 1 and the Indians nothing. Chipper Jones will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Now 1-0 pitch now. A ball hit hard to the left side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
This ball's absolutely drilled that time. You can see here in the bottom corner of your screen, that ball leaves his bat at 98 miles an hour. And that is a hard hit ball.
Fred McGriff will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Now the first pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
And that's a good pitch, right at the bottom of the strike zone. If you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he'll hit it somewhere on the ground, but they'll take the strikeout for out number 1, no doubt.
David Justice will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now the first pitch. 1-1 pitch on the way. Opposite field to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Thought that one might finally get him into the hit column. It was certainly hit hard enough, but no such luck. Maybe this is his day after all.
Ryan Klesko will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch on the way. And swinging a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second base, and now there are 2 on with 2 out.
And they've been able to time that pitch pretty well here in the early going. And he just shoots it right back up the box for a base hit.
Javier Lopez will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Atlanta leads it 1-0. Kenny Lofton will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. First pitch to him. Swing and a hard hit ball back through the box, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Omar Vizquel will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's a ground ball to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Great start to the home half of the fourth. 2 have batted, 2 have singled, and now the defense has to really be on their toes.
Carlos Baerga will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. And he'll make it to third, and there are runners at the corners with only 1 out.
Boy, and he got out in front of that one without too much trouble, and this ball is hit right on a rope, but unfortunately it's also hit right at the right fielder. Tough break.
Albert Bell will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And a fastball in the... Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as they have taken a lead. It's 3-1.
Gift in location, and this is the wrong guy to be giving gifts to. I mean, you see the location on show track, way too much of the plate there. You're not going to get away with that too many times, that's for sure.
Eddie Murray will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He definitely needed that one after the 3-run home run. And don't get me wrong, he hasn't forgotten about it, but that's a good job of putting it behind you and getting back to the task at hand.
Jim Thome will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now here it comes. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And boy, those last few pitches there were nowhere close to the strike zone. When you've got 2 strikes on a guy, you've got a little more margin for error, but not that much.
Manny Ramirez will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Fouled straight back. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Indians hang a crooked number thanks to this 3-run home run. We played 4. It's now 3-1 Indians. Number 20 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Number 20.
And that missed. Now the pitch. 1-2 pitch here is a routine grounder to third. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Rafael Belliard will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. First pitch coming. And a high hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Grissom will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. Score holds, it's 3-1. Number 11 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 11.
Off the play. Ready with the 2-1. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Yeah, and this is where a defense can tell a young pitcher, hey, we've got your back. Just keep making pitches like that, and you'll be fine.
Sandy Alomar will stand in. He grounded out his first time. A bit. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a 1-out single.
And that is a controlled swing there. Great back control. He keeps his head right on the baseball and just steers this thing into right field.
Kenny Lofton will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Here's the first offering. Runners on the move for second. And this 3-2 pitch. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
And quite frankly, therein lies the problem. He just hadn't been able to locate his pitches when he's needed to. Now he finds himself in trouble again, and it's all his own doing.
Omar Vizquel will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And in the air to right center. Justice is over to his right as he puts this one away, 2 down.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. And guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Carlos Baerga will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. First offering on the way. And now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Indians on top, 3-1. Number 19 will stand in here, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Action going on now in the Indians' bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 2-2 coming. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Good start to the sixth for him right there. You see the numbers on your screen. 5 1/3, 1 earned run, 4 hits allowed. As a manager, you'll take that every time out.
Chipper Jones will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Hit hard on the ground is short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Just really struggling to get anything going offensively right now. Even balls that are hit somewhat sharply are right at guys, and there's another example there.
Fred McGriff will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
Maybe an important 2-out hit for him there, as at the very least, that breaks a string of 6 straight he'd retired.
David Justice will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. He'll start. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's a fair ball as this will rattle up into the corner. And he is in there at third safely, so there are runners at the corners with 2 away. Ryan Klesko will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. And he payoff pitch one more time. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And I think he's trying to be a little too fine here. Maybe just a little too careful, which is understandable. But now you've made an already tough situation even worse by walking a guy.
Javier Lopez will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. That's in there, base hit. A run is in. And the second run will score as that evens things at 3.
Well, here in the middle innings now, we're right back where we started from. Good at bat there, and we're all tied again.
Number 20 will stride to the plate. He's 0 for 2 thus far.
Let's get you out here.
And a fast. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that will finally end it. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Albert Bell will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. Curveball. Swing and a line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
And after they watch their lead slip away in the last half inning, this is a good job here as the go-ahead run gets on base to start this half inning.
Eddie Murray will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Well, you're looking at a guy who hasn't had a whole lot of breaks go his way so far in this one. But I think he might have gotten one here because this ball is smoked. Not quite enough, though, to get it out of here.
Jim Thome will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Now a hard-hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only 1 away.
And this is a spot as a manager where you might say, okay, we've got a young pitcher out there. He's given us 5 good innings already. Let's get him out of there before his confidence takes a beating.
Manny Ramirez will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And this now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And that's going to break our tie as the runner scores from second to make it a 4-3 ball game.
Already their 3rd hit of the inning so far. Heck, he's only thrown 9 pitches to him. They're just swinging early in the count and making it pay off.
Out of the Braves dugout is their manager, Freddie Gonzalez, on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Gone after 5 1/3 here as he never really found his groove in this one. Mike Stanton will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Number 11 will dig in now. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And this one is off the catcher's glove, and that might be a run. It is.
Yeah, he's trying to get him to chase something here with 2 strikes, but this is a risky pitch to throw with that runner at third. He gets a good breakdown there once that ball skips away, and he's able to score easily on the wild pitch.
Swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And a big strikeout there right out of the pen. With 2 outs now, they're in a much better position to perhaps strand that runner in scoring position.
Sandy Alomar will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Well, at least it gives them a few more options defensively, but you hate to do it at the expense of putting another runner on base.
Kenny Lofton will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Now here's the first pitch. And that's on a big swing as he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. And the Tribe keep it rolling as this will be extra bases again. And the runner will score from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, what was a tight ball game at 5-3 just a second ago now swells to a 7-3 lead as they've ratcheted up the intensity here in this half inning. And they might not be done yet.
Omar Vizquel will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. The Indians lead it 7-3. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Rafael Belliard will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Well, a good start to the inning there, and more importantly, an economical one as you check out his pitches by inning. Anything would be an improvement over last inning, so that's a good first step there.
Grissom will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Oh, and he just sliced down the line at first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
This pitch was basically begging to be hit a long way, but all he could do with it was hit a ground ball for the out.
Number 19 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. Low for 2-2 pitch on the way. Here's a ball chopped toward the second baseman. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Steve Bizzardo will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Carlos Baerga will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, State Farm will give us a definitive look here. This is in show motion. We already know he didn't like the call. Yeah, I think he's got a case. But I tell you, when it's that close, you don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands with 2 strikes.
Albert Bell will dig in. He homered back in the fourth. Here's the 2-2 offering. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, he's made it through 2/3 of these 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Let's see if he can set them down in order.
Eddie Murray will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. What a stop! And the throw is going to get him at first. And put an exclamation point on that one as the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Number 38 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Chipper Jones will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Watches it. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Pretty important runner out there if you're going to harbor ideas of a comeback. They need to string a few more of these together.
Fred McGriff will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle to second for 1. On to first, and the rally ends just as quickly as it began. 2 away now here in the 8th.
And that will take the sting out of an 8th-inning rally. Just when you think you're in good shape with a leadoff man on base, he gets rolled up on a double play.
David Justice will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. And here's curveball, and he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Vizquel is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Indians 7 and the Braves 3. About set to begin the home half of the 8th, but before the first pitch is thrown, let's take a look back at how the Indians got themselves to a better state. And it came right here on this base hit that put them on top. Get to a better state, State Farm. Jim Thome will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. And that is past him at first. It's a fair ball.
And the Tribe gets the leadoff man on yet again, so they continue to apply the pressure right at the start of an inning.
Manny Ramirez will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Now the first pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. What a stop coming off the bag. 1 there.
And this is all about pressing the issue over there at first base. After the diving stop, he gambles and says, I bet I can still get that guy at second. And sure enough, his throw is in time to get the lead runner.
Number 11 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. Now the first pitch. And that's... Now his slider hit pretty well, but he might have got under it just a bit as this is out toward deep center. Grissom's back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Very close to being a two-run homer. That thing peters out and dies a bit on the warning track, and that forces the runner to retreat back to first.
Sandy Alomar will step in, and we'll see if they decide to pitch to him this time around. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 2 out with a man at first. 1-0 on the way. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he gets on top of this one and sends it on the ground to short. On to first, and it's dropped. And that'll almost certainly go into the books as an E3.
Great job to get to the ball, but as you see, he's going to get rid of it in a hurry, and the off-balance throw can't find the target.
Kenny Lofton will step in. He doubled home a couple this last time. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he is in there.
I will bet you dollars to donuts. That fella right there, once his ball was hit on the ground, thought he'd be out of the inning. Instead, they can't get it out here. It's an infield single. The run scores from third, and the inning continues.
Omar Vizquel will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. And he gets ahead here. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. 9th inning coming up. The Tribe lead this one 8-3. Ryan Klesko will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th. First pitch on the way. 9th inning up. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Little unlucky there. He really churns those hips and hits this thing hard, but it's right at the first baseman, who has plenty of time to scamper over to the bag.
Javier Lopez will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. 2 down here in the 9th.
Just 1 out away now from putting this one in the win column.
Number 20 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
He's probably kicking himself for not finishing the job right there with 2 strikes. But they're able to extend the game by at least 1 more batter. That's all you're hoping for.
Rafael Belliard will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Patient here.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, this one lacked a little bit of excitement here at the end, but all in all, Matt, this one kept our interest throughout.
Things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, Matt, you can see a couple of hits, including an important home run, and he really supplied the difference in this game as far as I'm concerned.
So that'll just about wrap things up. For Dave and Eric, I'm Matt, and as always, this has been a presentation of MLB 12 The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 8-3. We'll leave you with some of the highlights from earlier action as we say so long from Cleveland.